Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome to my channel, and today I'm super excited to take you through a day in my life, sort of, because it already is 2 o'clock, but I did get a lot of stuff done this morning. But today is Friday, October 25th, and I'm kind of looking at today almost as a Saturday, and then tomorrow Saturday I'm gonna have to get a lot of filming and editing done. But we are having a Halloween party tonight, and it's kind of sad how I feel like every time we have a party or just like friends over or whatever, it seems to take half the day just to get ready for that. And this is a little bit more than just like having people over. We have been planning it for a while. We're gonna dress up and we're expecting like 12 people, I think, to come over. So it is a pretty big day, and I just have to say I'm so grateful for this group of friends that we've met. The fact that we have lived, my husband and I and my two puppy boys, we have lived in the Charleston, South Carolina area for only about 7 months, and we moved from Columbus, Ohio, and we didn't know anybody here. The fact that we like actually have a friend group, like even bigger than the group that we had in Ohio, I'm just so thankful for, because as much as I love to travel and like have a night out and stuff like that, really some of my favorite times are just like having friends over and chilling, and this group is very up to hang out. I think the last time we had a party, there were people that were here for like 9 hours. It was 2 a.m. I'm pretty sure, and I was like, I mean, I love to chit chat, as you can see, as much as the next person, but like my bedtime was like 4 hours ago. Anyway, all that to say, it is 2 o'clock and our party is at 6:30, and I feel like we're at that point now where we gotta really start getting a lot of stuff done, getting a lot of cleaning done. We are gonna be cooking and baking some things. So even though I'm 32 now, I feel like I still struggle a lot with like the timing of cooking and keeping things hot and all of that. Also, I'm sorry, I just noticed how red my face is. I feel like I have some kind of rosacea type thing going on. I'm having more skin issues since we moved to the South than I ever had in the North. So I don't know what that is. I feel like people always say their skin is better in the South. I'm not experiencing that. But I hope you like this little day in my life, because I do want to start filming a lot more, just like casual vlogs with you guys. I used to do it a lot more in the past, especially on my other channel that I've had for like 5 years, but I got out of the flow of it, and as you can see, I just can't shut up sometimes. But I worry a lot with vlogs that I'm just like not interesting enough, but I love watching other people's just casual vlogs. So I hope you enjoy this one. But since this is a bookish channel, everything always goes back to the books, I figured I would just do a quick chat, a very quick chat, about the book that I did start this morning, which is Rachel Harrison's Cackle. And if you watched my October TBR, you know that this is not a book that I had initially picked out, but I did get this recently for my big birthday book haul, and if this is not the most October book there is, I don't know what is. So I really didn't want to wait a whole nother year to read this, especially because I have been seeing it a bit on Bookstagram and stuff, so I was very interested in it, and I just didn't want to wait a year. This is horror. I'm pretty sure when I looked it up, it said the genre was horror. Right now, I'm about 40 pages in out of like 280. That's a pretty short book. It's kind of reading a bit like a rom-com, like a contemporary romance. Not that that is the primary theme, but just the way it's written. So I'm hoping it gets a little bit more suspenseful, psychological, horror vibes, because if it stays the way it is now, it's probably only going to be about a 3.5 for me, but this is for sure going to be a quick read once I really have time to sit down and get into it. So I'm definitely not going to have time to finish this tonight, but this is one that I think if you had like a very chill Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, whatever, you could just sit down for a few hours and crank this out. So even though the vlog is really just following today, I will absolutely check in either tomorrow or Sunday and let you know what I thought of the book. But before I dive into starting to cook and bake some things, I do need to do just an initial wipe down of the kitchen. I'll definitely have to clean it again afterwards, but let's get that done and then we'll start baking. Okay, so I got a lot of the initial cleaning done. Definitely gonna have to do another wipe down but I think we are good to start on some of these things that I'm gonna make. Also, I didn't sweat. That is a shadow. Okay, so we're gonna do the classic Halloween app, the hot dogs with the crescent roll wrapped around them, but I think that's gonna be one of the last things we make. I'm also gonna make deviled eggs, which I've never made before, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. We're gonna do a veggie tray and dip, charcuterie board, so that stuff should be easy. Ryan's gonna make a buffalo chicken dip, which is a crowd favorite. Then we've got a friend who is bringing his own salsa, and it's very good, so excited for that. And then I think a couple other people are bringing like random stuff, but we're not quite sure. And then for desserts, we're gonna do like a Halloween Chex Mix, which should be hopefully pretty fun and easy. And then I'm gonna do a pumpkin pie dip, which also should be pretty easy. I'll do that as one of the last things. Just mixing together heavy cream and vanilla pudding mix. I'll make sure that doesn't take too long, but I think that'll be good. And then it's recommended to be served with ginger snaps, so we got those. And then I'm going to do pumpkin brownies, which I think I'm gonna do that first because they usually take like an hour plus to bake. And that'll be really easy too because I'm just gonna do the classic Ghirardelli's brownie mix, which I would highly recommend. Everybody raves about them and I'm like, it's a box mix. But I'm gonna do that and then just top it with like a pumpkin kind of mixture. Yeah, and then we just have like some candy and stuff like that to put out, and then people are bringing some other desserts. So not too much, but we just gotta kind of get moving because we are about 3 hours away, so we've got some time, but it'll go quickly. Yeah, this is the mix. Everybody loves it. It is great to have on hand, super easy to just throw together.
And hello. Inside.
Yes.
Got out of the shower.
Oh, you smell nice. Do I smell nice? I also just got out of the shower.
You smell like coconuts.
Guess what we're gonna be for Halloween? We'll have the reveal for the end of the video because we're literally dressing up for our party.
And
Yes.
it's animal themed.
It is animal themed. The dogs are being dogs. Okay, brownies are in the oven, and next I am going to make this pumpkin whipped dip thing just because I do have a can of pumpkin open now. Maybe I'll just do all the desserts first and then we'll do the hot stuff closer to when people come. Maybe that's the smart thing to do.
Look at that. Did all that just to mess it up.
You did it on purpose.
Okay. Maybe I wanted a bit of an egg.
Costume reveal in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm a rhino. Where's your? You don't put your hood
Oh,
on.
I gotta put my hood up. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy.
I'm a rhino.
He's a rhino, and I'm an alligator. Yay! You can't see my tail.
My tail is very far down. It's like,
Yeah, it's like super far down. It's really weird.
there it is.
You guys, it's about 5 minutes till everyone's coming, and we just finished up. By a true miracle of God, we got it all done. Except I did order some cute little ghost plates.
That did not show up.
And I keep forgetting that we don't get one-day shipping from Amazon anymore because we live a little bit more in the middle of nowhere than we used to. But I'll probably check in with you guys tomorrow, but let's get to some party B-roll. Okay guys, so it has been a couple of days and I wanted to give you an update on Cackle because I did finish it. But first of all, the party was really fun. People stayed late as I thought they would. I think the last people left at 1:30. And I am at the age now, and especially because I am just a very introverted person at heart, I feel like I needed all of Saturday literally to recover from that. So that's the bad thing about having big events like that, but it's a lot of fun and I'm just really, really grateful for this group of people, like I said. But Cackle did end up being pretty good. I read this on Saturday pretty much in one sitting. It's only like 275 pages or something like that, and it does read really quickly. So if you are looking for a very good Halloween-y vibes book to read this week or even on Halloween day, this is one that you could for sure read in just a few hours. So this was kind of like worse than I expected, but also better than I expected. I was hoping for a little bit more of a fast-paced, cozy horror type of book. This book at its roots is a story about a woman who is trying to find herself. She just got out of a 10-year relationship, so she's trying to figure out who she is and she's working through that grief. And I really don't love reading books like that, honestly. I don't really pick up books like that anymore at all. So in that sense, I didn't love the book, but there was of course a very large supernatural aspect to the story. And because the book was the length that it was, I didn't feel like it went on and on with internal dialogue and like woe is me like a lot of other books like this do, I think. So I think for what this is, it was a really good book. It was well written. It's just not my favorite type of story. But I did really like the supernatural aspects to it. It's definitely like a practical magic kind of cozy horror. When you look up the book, it literally says horror and suspense, and I would not really say that's the vibe at all. I'm a really big wuss, and I am reluctant to even call this cozy horror. There's just a couple scenes and literally like a couple lines in the scenes that are a little bit like, ew, that's gross, but that's it. So if you are looking for a good Halloween-y vibe book, but you don't like dark stuff, this would be a good one for you. I did end up giving this 3.75. I do feel like for certain people, it could be 4.5 or even 5 stars. So I would say if you do like a little bit more of that easy to read rom-com style, if you like books about people kind of working on themselves, becoming who they're meant to be, then this is a good one for you. And it does have that practical magic kind of witchy vibe. But overall, it was a really nice pre-Halloween cozy fall weekend, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I am going to be making a lot more like this. I don't think I'll ever be the person that just picks up the camera and vlogs on a random day, but I do really like kind of themed vlogs, and it helps me romanticize my life, and hopefully it will help you guys get to know me a little bit better than you can through like my book reviews and things like that. But if you did like this video, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!